The moment those red and blue lights flash in your rearview mirror, your adrenaline and heart rate spike. It is a disorienting experience, and it's completely normal to feel an immediate loss of control. It can feel like a totally unpredictable situation where the officer holds all the cards. But a traffic stop is actually a strictly regulated legal procedure with defined boundaries that law enforcement is required to follow. We are going to walk through 4 specific steps to navigate this interaction safely. You will learn how to determine your legal status, track the stop's timeline, refuse searches, and invoke your right to silence. Memorizing this process matters because you cannot win a legal argument on the side of the highway. Your goal is simply to survive the encounter and preserve your constitutional rights for a judge to review in the courtroom. Step 1 is figuring out where you stand. When an officer approaches your car, your primary objective is forcing them to clarify if you are legally required to stay there. This chart shows the 3 levels of police encounters. At the bottom tier is the voluntary encounter. If you are in a voluntary encounter, the officer has no legal hold on you, and you are entirely free to walk or drive away. The next level up is an investigative detention. To hold you here, the officer must have reasonable suspicion, meaning specific, articulable facts that you are involved in criminal activity, such as committing a traffic violation. The highest tier is a formal arrest. Taking you into custody requires the highest legal threshold, known as probable cause to believe you committed a crime. To test which of these tiers you are currently in, you need to use a very specific phrase. Am I being detained, or am I free to go? Asking this direct question removes the ambiguity that officers often rely on during casual conversation. It forces them to either legally commit to detaining you with reasonable suspicion or admit that you are legally free to leave. Step 2 is tracking the clock. This timeline shows the mission of the stop. When you are pulled over for a traffic violation, officers are legally allotted a specific window of time to check your license, run your registration, and issue a ticket. The Supreme Court case Rodriguez v. United States established a firm rule for this timeline. The officer's authority to detain you ends the exact moment that ticket-writing mission is complete. If the officer extends the stop beyond that mission, even by a few minutes to wait for a drug dog or conduct an unrelated investigation, that creates an illegal Rodriguez moment. Officers will frequently try to get around this strict timeline by using casual small talk. They ask fishing questions about where you are going or your line of work, trying to manufacture reasonable suspicion to legally extend your detention. Understanding this timeline is critical. It allows you to recognize the exact second a lawful traffic stop transforms into an unconstitutional seizure of your person. Step 3 focuses on the search boundary. A standard traffic stop often takes a turn when the officer shifts from traffic enforcement to asking for permission to look inside your vehicle. This infographic outlines the Fourth Amendment's warrant requirement, showing the 4 primary exceptions officers use to search cars without one: probable cause, consent, search incident to arrest, and plain view. You can eliminate the easiest of these legal loopholes by stating clearly, "Officer, I do not consent to a search of my vehicle." But there is a dangerous trap here. If the officer decides to search anyway, perhaps by deploying a canine, you cannot physically block them. Physically resisting the search guarantees an instant arrest for obstruction of justice. By executing a clear verbal refusal alongside total physical compliance, you protect yourself from new criminal charges while perfectly preserving your right to challenge the legality of that search in court. Step 4 is deploying your silence shield. If an officer ignores your refusal, orders you out of the vehicle, or initiates an arrest, the situation has escalated from a simple stop to a criminal investigation. At this stage, you must deploy an uncompromising script. I wish to remain silent. I would like to speak with an attorney. This phrase explicitly invokes your Fifth and Sixth Amendment rights. Once spoken, it places a legal mandate on the officers to cease their interrogation immediately. You will likely feel an overwhelming instinct to explain your way out of the situation. Resist it. Even innocent nervous explanations create inconsistencies that prosecutors will weaponize against you later. Absolute silence is your ultimate defensive strategy. It prevents you from accidentally manufacturing the very evidence the state needs to convict you. You now have 4 vital tools to navigate a traffic stop: asking if you're free to go, tracking the legal timeline, refusing consent to search, and invoking your right to silence. If you face a civil rights violation, Your objective is not to argue the law right then and there. Your job is to act as a silent observer, documenting the times, the details, and the officer's actions. The side of the highway is only for surviving the encounter. The courtroom is the proper venue for defeating the charges. By following these steps, you survive the encounter safely, and you hand your attorney a perfectly preserved constitutional case.